You guys feeling okay? I do too. It's a great day to be me because I am not Donald Trump.
Only the smartest, most handsome man would have agreed to this deal. I think you were also saying that anyone who signed this deal would never, ever have been on Jeffrey Epstein's sex island. Sex plane, or yet to be revealed, sex zeppelin.
By the way, I never went to the island. I never had the privilege of going to his island.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what? What? You never had the privilege of going to Epstein's island?
Sadly, I never had the honor of dining with Jeffrey Dahmer.
Nobody else at that table would have dared take this deal, but Trump did. Only he could spin decades of scandal into late-night punchlines. Tonight, Colbert's rolling the receipts. Epstein ties, empty promises, and allies tossed aside. All of it's back on screen. Buckle up.
Because the Wall Street Journal is now reporting that back in May, Attorney General Pam Bondi informed the president that his name was in the Epstein files. What? But he said he hardly knew the guy.
The Wall Street Journal calls this rabbit hole not deep, but bottomless. In May, Pam Bondi told Trump his name showed up in the Epstein files. His reply, he barely knew the guy. That detail comes straight from Bondi. Colbert didn't just laugh, he lit him up.
Attending Trump's 1993 wedding from Marla Maples, that is chilling. Tuxedo jacket with stonewashed jeans and cowboy boots? Jeffrey, the fashion police are calling, and they all want to see the list. Epstein was spotted in the background of another photo of the wedding, and in these two pictures with Trump at the 1997 Victoria's Secret Angels Party, which raises the question, just what was Victoria's Secret?
The man who insists he barely knew. Epstein keeps resurfacing in all the wrong archives. Case in point, Trump's 1993 wedding. Epstein shows up in a tux jacket on top, stonewashed jeans on the bottom. History saves the receipts, Ivan, if the fashion crimes are beyond pardon.
Don't escape the Jeffrey Epstein story. Trump sent his Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, who also happened to be his personal defense attorney during the Stormy Daniels trial, to interview Epstein's convicted co-conspirator and Trump's double-date partner, Ghislaine Maxwell. And we don't know what happened during this meeting, because as far as we've been told, the only people in there were Maxwell's lawyer, the convicted sex trafficker, and the president's personal sex lawyer. To make it even more normal, after the second meeting, Maxwell is seen carrying this box. Nothing suspicious about that. I'm sure they give all convicted sex traffickers with a decades-long connection to Donald Trump a box. She got a box, Epstein got a box, hers was cardboard, his was pine, all perfectly normal.
Jump to 1997, the Victoria's Secret Angels Party. Do you clink champagne like that with a stranger? Trump's excuse, I wasn't a big fan. Sure, Donald. Or maybe you partied with Epstein for years, and now you're rewriting the script. Colbert rolled every damning frame.
Folks, the news goes from stupid. According to court records, Trump flew on Epstein's plane at least 7 times. Now, that doesn't mean he did anything illegal, but it's not a great look when you fly on the pedophile's plane enough times to earn diamond pervert status. Don't go in the lounge. Don't use the lounge. The only thing worse than flying with a pedophile is sitting in coach.
The denials can't erase. The trail shared parties, tight circles, secret meetings. Then came the twist. Trump dispatched Deputy AG Todd Blanche, the very same lawyer, now defending him in the Stormy Daniels case, to sit down with Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's convicted enabler.
What those women were on the younger side of, Trump changed his tune.
I wasn't a big fan of Jeffrey Epstein. I didn't want anything to do with him. I was not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein.
I am not a fan. He's the kind of terrific guy that I am not a fan of. He's a lot of fun to be with, and I don't like that at all. It is even said that he is a fan of the kind of beautiful women that I am not a fan of. That's why I spent so much time with him and his sexy friends on the No Thank You Express.
So what came out of that meeting? Well, Maxwell walked off carrying a box pine cardboard. Take your pick. Colbert hit pause on the frame, because really, what's more normal than a convicted sex trafficker leaving a Trump sit-down with a mystery package?
Of course course, names like Donald Trump, Donald John Trump, Donald J. Trump, Donnie Trump, Donald Trump Jr. Father, Big Daddy Bronzer, aka the Donald, and a mystery man known only as Micropenis DJT. Now, if you're worried, it could be anyone. If you're worried that you're on the list,
Then came the flight log 7 trips on Epstein's jet, confirmed in court records. Not evidence of a crime, but hardly a resume booster. Colbert's punchline, a frequent flyer program for predators. And when the story blew up, Trump pivoted. Back to his line, never a fan. The photos tell a different story.
denying that Attorney General Pam Bondi informed that his name was in the Epstein files. So naturally, last night, the Wall Street Journal reported that Attorney General Pam Bondi informed the president that his name was in the Epstein files. I, for one, was shocked. What are you going to tell me next? That the Pope is in the Catholic files? That a bear is on the cover of this month's Modern Woods?
Trump once had a front row seat in Epstein's world. Now he insists he was stuck in the cheap seats, but the receipts keep piling up. Weddings, galas, private parties. His denials don't sound like distance. They sound like desperation, dressed up as greed.
Have a hint why Trump hasn't been that eager to release those files, because according to Senator Dick Durbin, back in March, 1,000 FBI agents were put on 24-hour shifts to review approximately 100,000 Epstein-related records and instructed to flag any documents that mentioned Donald Trump. That is a suspiciously Herculean effort, okay? All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't hide who dumped he humped with his friend.
Victoria's secret parties, flight logs, secret meetings. Colbert sliced it together like a true crime doc. The punchline. Trump swore Pam Bondi never warned him. The Wall Street Journal says she did. Colbert's closer. That's like claiming you somehow missed the neon sign flashing over your head.
Answers: 11 congressional Republicans have said they will join Democrats to vote to release the Epstein files. That would be a majority of Congress. So, in response, today Speaker Mike Johnson shut down the House until September to block a vote on the Epstein files. It's a common parliamentary maneuver known as... Speaker Mike Johnson shut down the House until September to block a vote on the Epstein files. It's a common parliamentary maneuver known as... You cannot blame Trump and his allies for being scared, because the more we know about Trump's relationship with Epstein, the more we wish we didn't.
Then it went nuclear. Senator Dick Durbin revealed 1,000 FBI agents are sifting through 100,000 Epstein-linked documents, pulling Trump-related leads. That's not a sweep, it's a lockdown. MAGA shouted for transparency, but Speaker Mike Johnson punted it to September. Colbert's verdict. The more you learn, the more you wish you hadn't. Weeks of chaos came down to one question: how much of Trump's presidency was really his? And how much was scripted in the shadows?